Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may be seeing this. I am Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned In Tarot. And we're here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine energy inside of ourselves, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment. And if we want to see change, we have to shift within, we have to change our thinking, we have to change our minds, and we have to do the things that we want others to do and all those things. And this is where we learn how to do that. But today is a very special reading for everyone that I like to call the Tell Me Everything spread, where both sides of self speak from their heart and their minds, their thoughts and feelings about the connection. Now, it doesn't matter how you identify in gender. This energy is truly a blend within you. So your person that you are focused on will have that same blend of energy. Sometimes they will resonate with the feminine side and the feminine emotion, and sometimes they will resonate with the masculine side and the masculine headspace, and you will exist and flow somewhere in between that. And that is to show us all the fluidity within ourselves and the ability to take on energy, to take action, or to move into a receiving mode. It basically just teaches us how to flow the best with the energy when we're trying to create things in our lives. So let us begin. I want to do the divine feminine side first. So we're going to start with the feminine side of self, the emotional side, the receptive side. Before that, though, you came here for a reason. Usually it's because there's no communication and you're desiring to hear some kind of information about your person. But there is some reason that you came here today. There's something that you think will make you feel better if it happens, if you hear about it, something like that. So I want you to hold that thing, whatever it might be, in your mind right now. What you think, if this happened, I would feel better. So that is what you think that you need right now. And this is what you actually need. The Chariot. Surrendering to the divine, who's a much better driver than we are. Not trying to control the situation, allowing things to roll forward as they will, inevitably, because of the cycles and the seasons, all of that. Forward motion, momentum, movement, leveling up, but surrendering. That's a really big one. So that's going to be the theme of this Tell Me Everything spread, and the messages will be referencing surrender. Let us begin. So, Divine Feminine, how do you feel about the connection today? Oh, let me tell you how I feel. Here is the Four of Wands. It's in reverse. Here is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck. I don't know if I'm ever going to have a truly committed connection with a soulmate. It feels like things are completely halted. The irony of the Chariot being the theme of this reading is that there's no movement. And there hasn't been for years in any direction I want to go in. And I don't even know if I really believe in this twin flame soulmate bullshit anymore. If it's just something that has kept me sitting here and not moving and not living my life. Just living in this fantasy of this future Disney celebration, like replete with doves shitting confetti at their assholes. Jesus Christ. This is some dark feelings coming up here from the Divine Feminine. But look at that dark horse. She cannot take it anymore. Oh my God. I'm sorry, but my ego is funny when it's pissed. It's like, it's too much. Okay. Stop. Something I'm hiding from you, Divine Masculine? We have the Two of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords upright. I'm done. I'm out. Bye. I'm not on this journey anymore. I'm fucking done with it. You're not going to talk to me? Good. Don't fucking talk to me then. Don't fucking talk to me then. I'm hiding that feeling from you because I don't want to scare you. Like, fuck you. I can't be mad. Like, I can't have feelings of passion and aggression because I'm so frustrated. And it's like, I don't want to feel that way. Like, I don't. I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel the faith of this card. But I feel like I've thrown away my whole life for this dream, for a person who breadcrumbs and withholds for no reason that I can possibly think of in my mind. Something I seek forgiveness for is Ace of Pentacles and the Strength card. I'm sorry, I don't know if I will accept your offer. What are you offering me? What is going to be so different about this pentacle than the one that you've been withholding this whole time? What is this going to constitute? What is it going to look like? Is it going to be more of this ego stuff from you? Or do you have that under control? I'm sorry, I don't know if I can trust in it. And that my pride has been so wounded that I have this resentment now, which I don't want to carry with me. Something I want to say about the present moment. This is the Two of Swords in reverse and the King of Pentacles. I don't want to block you from coming towards me. I don't want to choose a different person. I don't want to choose someone else. I don't want to be in this standstill with you anymore. Something I want from you. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. Don't run away from the potential happiness we could have by choosing other things to focus on. Don't keep me in the dark about your decision. Just let me know. You like just have the decency to just let me know. Yes, I want to go forward, or no, I don't. If you know that you don't want to go forward right now, then you tell me so that I can make a different choice. Because you're keeping me on the hook. And I want you to release me, to move on if that's what you want. Or to just make the choice if you don't. If you don't want me to move on, then you better tell me so. Because I'm not blocking anyone here. You see, if anyone offers me something that reflects my own worthiness, they're in. You didn't piss on me. I'm not a fucking tree that you claimed. Something I long for is this is the Seven and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I long for you to stop focusing on your stupid ass job, career, and actually harvest. Like, you care about giving me stuff. I don't care about it. 12:33 on the clock. I don't give a fuck about stuff. I'm not this type of feminine. I can give myself this if I want it so bad. And I don't care about that. And I want you to stop thinking I do. And I also want you to stop resisting the work that you need to do to actually feel this worthiness to be able to come towards me. Whatever it is you're not doing, I need you to start doing it. So stop focusing on this mundane bullshit that I don't care about, that I'm perfectly capable of manifesting for myself. and get a move on, because this is what I long to tell you. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and it turns, right? And every time it turns, we go through a new cycle. We change. I want to be moving on this wheel with you, not against the wheel. Something I need right now, the Eight of Cups in reverse. I need you to come home. I need you to return to me. I need you to tell me from your mouth the bullshit you're leaving behind for me. I did that for myself. I went home for myself. I went back to center. I found out what really makes me motivated. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. I found out what's going to help me progress to my next level. I went searching for my higher calling, and I'm following it. And my higher calling always brings me back to you. So I need you to have the same moment, the same revelation. And then when you do, I will give you this healing energy. Whatever your wishes are, I will fulfill them. Whatever your dreams are in regards to our life together, I will meet you there. I'm sure it's very similar what our dreams are. Something I hope for us. This is the High Priestess in reverse and the Page of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I hope that I will just be able to trust that you are going to come forward with more than these small, insignificant gestures. At the end of the day, the gestures you have made towards me are just crazy making at this point. It's not comforting. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. Do you understand that? It doesn't feel good. For you to seem like you're implementing some kind of strategy, but you don't have a strategy. I hope that you are going to be able to get one. I hope that you are going to be able to find a way to trust in me to be able to give me more, something more significant, less airy, less frivolous, but something grounded, solid, with truth, with integrity. Something I promised to do about this connection. This is the Knight of Feathers in reverse. I'm not going to push you to go faster than you're ready. I'm not going to force you to speak to me before you're ready about truths that are difficult for you to unload. I'm not going to push that. But I'm not going to lie to myself either. There are conversations that have to be had in order for us to progress. There are words that must be said. So I promise that while I'm not going to force you to spit out these things will have to be spit out before we can move forward. And I promise that I will be honest with myself no matter how much it hurts. And that I will be honest with you. Something I'm thankful for, this is the Four of Cups in reverse. I'm thankful that you have not accepted my offers in the past, because I can tell from how you are acting now that had you accepted those offers, that we would have even more of a mess to clean up. We have lived solely on a fantasy, and the reality of each other is it's been very difficult for us to ground it. So I'm thankful that we have had missed opportunities. And if we're to miss another opportunity, I'm thankful for it. I would rather miss another opportunity with you than ever hurt you again. Something I want you to do to me in the sacred sexual union. This is the Knight of Cups in reverse. I want you to feel that you don't have to hold back with me emotionally, that you can be sensitive and express your feelings during our sacred union. And something I want to do to you, this is the Ten of Swords in reverse. This might be, if you like a little spank, I might be obliging you if you like that kind of thing. But this also is just, I want to end the separation. I want to end the time where we were not able to be in union and actually give you sort of a sexual rebirth. All right, so we're going to go back to the divine feminine, and we will read her final message to the masculine, as well as her healing oracles and her theme for the week. But first, let us dig into the masculine side of self. All right, divine masculine headspace. We have the Chariot, which is the theme of this reading. And his heart space, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So we have the counterparts coming out in the reading. And how divine masculine feels right now. Well, I'm surrendering control that I have over some maternal energy in my life that is overbearing and demanding and controlling. And this could just in general be surrendering my fear about feminine energy being overly controlling of me. It's clear that you're not divine feminine like this. You're the opposite of this. And that's been difficult for me to believe. But there is a maternal energy that I can't control. And this is a quality within myself that I end up becoming overbearing, overprotective in some ways. I'm also surrendering to this fact that I don't feel as creative without you. That you are a muse for me, and that without you, I don't feel I have this abundance that I can tap into. Something I'm hiding from you. I do believe that it is time. This is the Three of Wands in reverse. And the Star card, it is time to reveal my deep feelings. It's time to no longer hide that you, this is Radha. This is one of the twins. And Krishna is in another card in this deck. That you are my soulmate, and I want others to know that you are my wish fulfillment, and it is time to actually fulfill your wishes in this regard too. It is, in fact, past time. I'm impatient to do this. I'm impatient to grant your wishes and mine. Something I seek forgiveness for. The Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords in reverse. I'm sorry that I run from you. That I'm afraid of this betrayal. I'm afraid of being stuck. I'm afraid of the pain I've experienced from other relationships. And I don't know what our future is going to hold. And that scares me. And I'm sorry that I haven't made this motion to move, to end the separation, to just take this pain and build this bridge from where we are to where we want to go, to transform. I'm sorry that I haven't done this. Something I want to say about the present moment. Oh my God. You're going to be very surprised. This is the Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and it's actually in the same position for the feminine about the present moment. So she's really in tune to that. And that's in her heart space, and it's in his heart space as well. So that's union. And the Seven of Swords. You're going to be surprised at how much I have to give you, because I have kept accounts. I'm a masculine energy. I am the King of Swords energy, right? I am a keeper of accounts. I have honestly, in the most masculine energy of ways, I literally do attribute each gesture you have I want to give back to you in a physical, material way. It's not a joke to me. It's not something I'm just doing as my pastime. I know that you're over here wanting me to stop focusing on work because you don't need this. And it's not about what you need. It's about what I need to do to you to make up for what I did to you. And there's nothing I can do, but it's something, right? And I got to do that. And you'll be 1244 surprised about it, about how much I have that is for you. Something I want from you. This is the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. This is I don't want. I have to change it because he's like, I don't want there to be any other competition. I don't want you to have another party or to bring in another party into this union. I want you to allow me to beat out the competition. That's how you should say it, Divine Masculine. I want you to let me win. I want you to let me heal this heartbreak that I caused. Let me heal this struggle that I caused. This is a very emotional masculine energy, like feeling on the verge of tears here. Something I long for is this Emperor energy. I want to have control. I want to be able to give you a foundation. I want to be able to be an authority. I want to be able to command our empire together. I long for that. And something I long to tell you is this 4 of Wands in reverse. If there was a past commitment, I am no longer beholden to that person anymore. But I still have these fears of commitment that I'm working on. It is part of me establishing this autonomy and this feeling of worthiness that is helping me to alleviate these fears, but they are still there, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention it. Something I need right now. Holy shit, is the Empress. And also, I didn't point out that both of you are in union about the 4 of Wands in reverse. So for the feminine who's like, I don't believe a masculine will commit to me, there's a masculine that's like, I'm afraid to commit. So if you want this to change, then you have to change your thinking. Feminine, you have to be like, I believe that I attract energy that wants to be in a committed relationship and isn't afraid. And then the masculine will be able to not be afraid of commitment. Do you see how it works? Well, this is what Divine Masculine needs right now. The Empress. The fuck? Okay. I need you. I need you. I need my counterpart, my divine counterpart. Something I will give you. There's the Knight of Cups. I will tell you everything I'm feeling. I will express to you what is in my heart. I will communicate to you the love that I feel. Something I hope for us. Oh my God. The Queen of Pentacles. So now we have the Queen and the King and the Queen and the King. Just stop. So, something I hope for us, the Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Lovers. I hope that there will be calm waters, that there will be this healing that takes place with this energy, actually. Probably baby mama energy, ex-wife, mother energy, maternal energy, somebody. But I hope that there will be this calm waters. And I also hope that any jealousy or any sorrow, sadness, any of the tumultuous emotions that were brought up in the feminine because of energies of third parties, I hope that these things are quelled and calmed, and that the feminine energy is in her best self. And I also, I hope that you are my counterpart, that you will accept my offer of love. Something I promise to do about the connection. This is the moon. First of all, I promise to trust in this telepathic connection we have, the deep bond that we have, the subconscious pull. I promise to reveal the secrets that have been hidden. And to face my fears and anxieties about it. Something I'm thankful for. This is the Ace of Feathers in reverse. I'm honestly thankful that this is a strange thing to be thankful for, but I'm thankful that you haven't revealed some of the truths about me. I'm thankful that you have kept hidden some of the things that would actually have been painful for me to have others know about me. I'm also thankful that I am realizing that I need clarity and that I can change my thinking, that I've learned that I can find out what I believe and then change to a new self-concept as I explore the subconscious depths, which I have learned to do through our relationship, which is why I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for the mystery and the secrecy. It has helped me. Something I want to do to you. This is the Hermit energy. This is kind of cute. This is like, I want to just be alone with you. I want to like retreat to like our honeymoon, or like just like all by ourselves and just enjoy the sacred sexual union with you. And something I want you to do to me. This is the Justice card. So I might want to spank too if you're still into it with that 10 of Swords over there. But I definitely want to make you feel that, again, that I'm giving you everything that you've given me in this sexual way. I want to balance out this energy between us and actually do justice to the sacred sexual union. Let's get it on. Okay. Let's go over to the Divine Feminine. This is her final message to the masculine energy. It is Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait, number 53. I'm getting kind of a lightheaded feeling all of a sudden. And the message that she would say to the masculine is, Divine Masculine, I've been holding on to judgment, sure that my perspective is the only correct way to look at things. But I realize now that there are as many perspectives as there are creatures in the sea. I'm reminded to detach from the experience so I can view it more from more than one angle. I'm paying attention to my hidden beliefs and how they affect the way that I think, feel, and act. I realized that I wasn't always being fair to you, that I needed to take a step back, that some of the drama that I had been drawn into was actually my own. And whatever the actions of others, my challenge has been to be non-reactive and not take their words or behaviors personally. Their turbulence has little to do with me, so I need to remain neutral until I know more. And then my perspective might be quite different in time. Wow, Divine Feminine. A moment of silence for the growth of the feminine energy right now. Like, that's a beautiful message to say to your masculine. That is what you need to learn in the journey. Like, that's when I say to people, listen, it's not about physical union. That's what I'm talking about, because that lesson is going to help you in every single relationship that you ever have for the rest of your life. Not just this one with just this person, but every relationship. Which means if someone else comes along, it's going to be fucking stellar because you learned that. And that's beautiful. The mindset that is going to help you this week is, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. It's beautiful. So focusing on your own light, the star inside of you, the dreams, the hopes, the wishes that are about the things that you've wanted just for you, just you. that is actually going to help you see the world through the lens of love, because you're seeing through your most authentic self. This is a message that, it's interesting, I got on TikTok this morning, and so I'm going to put it out there. This says protection, call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. Now, I had an interesting and very like 12 to, I think it was like 12 to 14 hour sickness the other night. And I don't usually interpret things like that as an energetic attack, but I did get a TikTok message about it today. And then this protection message is coming up. So Divine Feminine, there might be some ways where you need to call back your power. You can just say, I call back my power from anyone who is tapping into my power without my consent, and say it 3 times. You can add now to that. I call back my power now, from anyone who is draining that power without my consent. And pay attention to what happens over the next 3 days after you do that. You might get messages from someone you haven't thought about in a while, but there are people that are, I think, just sort of pulling at you. And remember, you've got star energy here, so you are, maybe some of you are readers or you're in a public forum. Your person may have had people attached to them that may be not sending you the best thoughts. And it doesn't even have to be somebody that knows how to do something like that, because it's just sort of like the energy that we're sending with thoughts and manifesting with thoughts. So just call back your power, cut any cords with anyone that you feel off about right now. And cutting cords, you don't have to do a spiritual ritual, but I just mean like pull back your energy. If you're somebody who goes and looks at the karmics page, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't feed energy to something that's truly not your business. It's not your business. Just call back your power, call back your own energy, and retrieve your soul. That's important for you this week. And then we are getting your theme, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and she's out 3 times. My head is just so much pressure all of a sudden. We had the King of Pentacles 3 times and the Queen of Pentacles 3 times. That's quite stunning. I can't find it in everything, but you saw it here if you saw the whole reading. Anyway, really amazing. So this is focus on your nurturing and caring for yourself and those around you. Do your work in this world, enjoy it, tap into your creativity, do more writing. I'm seeing writing. I have colored pencils here and markers here, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is my childhood bedroom. I should be getting out some crayons and coloring and shit, like just be creative, read more, like tune into that feminine receptive energy, like just really be receiving information, in the receiving mode. That's the mode that you must be in to receive things, right? And you want to receive communication. You want to receive a gesture, some kind of a gesture of, intention. You want that decision. The feminine side was frustrated. She wanted the decision, but she's only frustrated because she's not making a decision, right? Yeah, right? You're not making a choice, and that's why you feel frustrated. You want someone else to choose, but you have the choice. If someone's not coming towards you, stop going in their direction. That's your choice. And what does that look like? Well, it looks like thinking about other potential sources of joy in your life. You maybe don't focus on partnership for a while. And you're like, well, what if I haven't even had partnership for 14 years like me? Well, if that has been the case for you, then maybe you need to focus on a different partnership with somebody who doesn't have these issues that this person that you are focused on right now has. And if you're like, well, I don't want to do that because I only want one person, then you know why you're stuck right now, because you either have to do that in order to move into a partnership that you want to be in, or you have to be comfortable with focusing on the other things in your life. Like, I'm still needing financial stability, right? I still am seeking regular donations, people who book private readings, other sources of income. Like, that's still something that I am cultivating for myself so that I don't have to feel that I am dependent upon anyone outside of myself. Not that I don't want to accept support when it's offered to me, but that it's always coming to me from my own power, that it's not someone else's power that brings it to me. So I'm still working on that for myself. Am I tired of it? Fuck yes. I'm fucking tired of it. Yeah, I'm fucking so tired of it. But like that, for whatever reason, is still something that I'm having to work on. It's probably one of those ancestral wounds. If you were at the TikTok live reading last night, we pulled the ancestral break the chain card. And that is one of those things that you don't understand why it's so hard to break, but it is. And it's maybe like that for me. So maybe I should do some ancestor work. But there's a bunch of stuff that I could do that would make my life fun, joyful, exciting, interesting. And it's up to me to choose to do those things because I can't control the person who I would very much like to call me and say, hey, I've got a lot of stuff to do and I want to carve out the proper time for you. And I'm working on that. And this is the beginning of it. Hello, how are you? I'm great. I'm perfect because I'm talking to you finally. And let's keep talking. That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for somebody who wants to communicate quite a lot and genuinely get to know me because we haven't done that. And that's what I'm seeking. So I'm hoping that working on all my stuff and having fun and having a good time is going to generate that. So that's where the feminine needs to be. It's perfect. She can be salty if she wants to, but she's got to admit that if she wants to have her own shopping bags, she's got to do the work too. She can't, she's like, stop working and focus on me. And the divine masculine is like, okay, but somebody's got to make money here. The divine feminine is like, okay, well, that's rude. But is it? Because also, like, you have to have the abundance mindset that the masculine has. And he has to have the abundance mindset in terms of love and affection and connection that you have. Like, you have to share that. You have to blend. All right. Let's hear from this masculine energy, the message that he wants to say to the feminine today. This is Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. It is number 23. Also, if you want to send me cards again, I love getting decks, and you can now send them. They will come directly to me at the link that's below. You can send a deck, and it will come to my home that I'm living at right now. So it is back up and running, and I definitely, even though I don't have room for them, I wouldn't mind some new decks because it's so fun to have different imagery. All right, so the message from the divine masculine is this. Listen, I feel like I've been walking awkwardly and feeling embarrassed. And I know that's because I'm not meant to be walking, I'm meant to be flying. To soar over the troubles that have me feeling scared and alone. To see the big picture and yet retain my eagle eye for the details that helped me claim my wisdom and courage. I've been making myself small for the sake of getting others to accept me. And now I know is not the time to be vulnerable and dependent, for I have the wings to fly on my own, and I need to do that at this time. I know there's no need to huddle in a shelter or even to seek out a flock to support me, because I have tremendous wisdom and courage within. You've shown me that. I'm letting it arise within me so that I might soar proudly with the angels serving as the wind beneath my wings. From these heights, I can make the best and most powerful choices for the highest good of all. I love that for you, divine masculine. Get her done. We're excited. Do it up. All right. The mindset for the masculine this week is, I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Oh, look, that didn't say I'm here to get closer to a bunch of material shit that doesn't really matter. It just said love. Cool. Embrace this lesson. You are a spirit having a human experience. The human experience is all this stuff, the paper that I'm excited to receive in the mail if you do send me a deck. The fun stuff. It's just stuff, though. It's just human experience. At the end of the day, I'm here to get closer to where I came from. Love, emanating from that divine energy, whatever that may be. Hey, look, the great gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribes. So all of the pieces of the puzzle are truly coming together, divine masculine. You don't have to worry. Everything is fully forming, coalescing, and you are part of a larger plan. There's a whole soul tribe behind you that's supporting you in this energy. And here's your theme for the week. Hey, look, it's the Two of Wands, and it's upright because it's from the Thoth Tarot, and there isn't reversals in that deck as far as I allow normally, but it says dominion, because what a lot of people don't realize about the Two of Wands, because they get overly fixated on, oh, it's a soulmate card. The things that you always hear about the Two of Wands are crossroads all the time, twin flame, with no explanation of what that is. Sometimes people will say spiritual journey, which is true. For me, it is the ask and you shall receive card, because there's an important detail in this card that people don't consider, which is that he's holding the world in his hand already. He's seeking dominion, which is the name, which is what's on the bottom of this card. This is a hugely aggressive card. It is a Mars in Aries energy, which I think we might be in right now. And the Mars in Aries energy is super aggressive. It is aggressive, relentless, restless, must have. It's like the Emperor on steroids energy. And that's what the burning sensation of flame is like from that twin flame, which, by the way, Elizabeth Clara Prophet is the source of the whole twin flame, the words we use, some of the things that she talks about that we see parroted around the internet. This is who wrote this book in the 70s. Prior to her writing this book, there is not a use of the term twin flame. Before that, it was something, it was an idea that came from Plato's Symposium, which wasn't a religious text. It was a philosophical dialogue on gender and sexual fluidity. So that's one of the sources of twin flame stuff. So if you want to have an quote unquote original text, you're looking at a book from the 1970s of channeled messages. There's an interesting thread about it that you can find, different people's opinions about it, so you can see the differing beliefs about it. But if you're looking for any source material, apparently that is one of your sources. That is the oldest one that I know of, outside of Radha, Krishna, and Isis Osiris myths. I haven't found one older than that. So please, if you find one that's older than that or reference to it, can you send it to me? Because I'm a geek and I like that stuff. And I want to know. I like to know the origins of things that people accept in their belief systems. It's very fascinating to me. Anyways, twin flame. Two of Wands, dominion. The reason why it has that burning sensation is because there is this driving force behind it. Like you feel this burning, like you can't quench this fire that you have for this one particular outcome, this one particular person. Divine Feminine's over that. She's working to quench the fire. She's pouring water on it. She's like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore, because that is hurting me, because I'm not celebrating. I'm not forming a family. I'm not having commitment. I'm not my biological clock is ticking. It's not even going to be possible soon. It's over for me in that way. Like, I can't, there's no sense in waiting for my life to start for this individual to decide that something that I know is already to be true. So the masculine, this is really about seeking dominion, about you ask for something and you have the ability to claim it, to go out and get it and be with that soulmate energy that you've requested, that you long for. And it's really up to you. You have to surrender your ego that is really blocking you from achieving it. You have to learn those lessons on that spiritual journey and embrace the true meaning of it, which is that union inside of self, which is complicated because you have to not be together to realize that. All right, so let's finish up this reading. Let me give you any of the announcements that are relevant for this week. So this has been an old school week, which I did as a thank you to all of those who donated for my cross-country trip. If you continue to donate, I'm so grateful to you, because I'm still having to pay for my car payment and my insurance, and I'm going to go visit my son for his birthday back in Massachusetts, and then I have to go get him again on the 18th, because he will be living with me then after that point, hopefully indefinitely, but definitely through the summer. So I do thank you for booking private readings at the link in my profile. You can, of course, send me a deck there too. That saves me money when I do need to change up my imagery from time to time. You can also just make donations great or small. It doesn't matter. Every little bit helps. You give me $1, I still get $1. It's like better than nothing. And it adds up. And one of the best ways to support me is to become a member, where you will see this reading every week. I will be doing a second version of this reading this weekend. I think I will probably save it for Sunday, give myself a break on Saturday. On Sunday, I will also be reading with Grace Strega. Let me rewind for a minute. So tonight I will be doing live TikTok readings, personal readings, $11, $22, and $33 readings. Those are only available through TikTok. You can, of course, book a $33 pre-recorded reading or the $44 Tell Me Everything spread on my site. So that's happening tonight. Tomorrow morning, I will do a release and rebuild spread for everybody again. Saturday, I'm taking a break. Sunday, I will be doing another Tell Me Everything spread for members. It's just $3.33 to join. And then there will be free readings with Grace Strega. Finally, we are able to get back into our schedule. 4 p.m. on Sunday for Eastern Standard Time. So if you are wanting to participate in that, join us on TikTok for the first hour. And the second hour, we will be on Instagram doing a Divine Masculine and Feminine Check-in. Always a lot of fun, and you're always welcome to ask lots of questions about the twin flame journey, about astrology, anything that you're thinking about, and we will give you our 2 cents about it. Okay, that is all the announcements. Now, let us finish the reading. We have, what does the divine promise to do about this connection? Oh, thank you. We have the Six of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Junk in reverse. So the promise from the divine. This comes from the Lord above. I promise that you will no longer run, reject, turn away, not accept an offer that is in alignment with what you have asked for, because I promise that you have learned the lessons that you needed to learn to be able to be able to decide what you want this Ace of Pentacles to look like, how you want it to be a match to your own values and goals. So I promise that when you receive this offer next, you will not feel like running away or rejecting it. And the reason this is a promise for both is because for the feminine, it will be 111 on the clock, an offer worth receiving. And for the masculine energy, it will not be rejected. You do not have to have any fear of that. Okay. What is blocking you right now? Well, you know it is. The Four of Wands in reverse. Are you fucking kidding me? It came out so much in this reading. I don't remember where, but you saw it. It was here for the feminine, and then it also came out for the masculine. I think it was here. Yep, it's here. And then we got it again for the both of you, just to reiterate that this is what's blocking you. Divine Feminine, you are afraid that you're not going to get commitment, stable relationship energy, somebody who wants to value and honor and respect the relationship for the rest of your days. And therefore, you are protecting yourself from receiving it. And Divine Masculine, you are afraid to give this commitment because you are afraid that it won't be kept. You are also afraid of the same thing. You're both afraid of the same thing, which doesn't make any sense because you have both learned what you value. You have both learned what you want and what you desire. And it does mean that when you attract this person that is the right match for you, that you don't need to protect yourself from one another. You have to set up healthy boundaries around yourself as you're transforming and growing. You're seeing the truth here and having clarity, and the truth is scaring you. The truth is making you be very afraid. Are my wings going to be cut? Am I going to be able to fly? Am I going to feel autonomous and free, or am I going to feel confined again in a prison of my own thinking, having to please someone else? That's not what's happening here. You're establishing healthy boundaries. You're holding on to your authentic truth of yourself. And because you're going to keep this mindset, the ability to navigate, to to properly navigate enmeshment, healthy enmeshment, you will not be in a situation where you won't have a stable foundation in your relationship again. So let those fears go. That's the only thing blocking you from this commitment right now. You are getting armadillo spirit. Oh my God, what I just said. Set healthy boundaries. This is number 3 as well, which is associated with the reunion. This is a tricky time, as you may find yourself enmeshed with others. What did I just say? Overly concerned with how they will take it if you say no or express how you really feel. Do you feel anxious saying no to someone so you capitulate, even knowing the outcome will not be in your best interest? Do you feel like it's your job to stop someone from facing their challenges? Instead, you might take on their responsibilities, rescuing them instead of giving them the freedom to learn their lessons their way. Perhaps you feel that if they only knew how much you cared, they would change and then all would be well. Armadillo Spirit asks you to be honest with yourself and others, no matter how difficult that may be, or how much you may fear losing someone or something. Face your fear, tell the truth, and set your boundaries. You will be amazed at the miracles that happen when you let Armadillo Spirit protect you from taking on too much, becoming a people pleaser, and losing your integrity. Another message of protection from Armadillo Spirit is to relax, live, and let live. If you or someone else is being defensive, you are called to step back and trust in Spirit's plan. This is why I will not message my person. I have messaged them and they have never responded. And so I am giving them the space that they have requested by their action of not responding. And I will honor that boundary forever. I will never step back on that because that person has made it clear that that is a boundary that they will not cross. And so I will not cross that boundary anymore. And that's a healthy boundary for me. That's like, oh, okay. If I choose to engage with somebody and they act willingly choose not to engage with me in that on that platform, then I will not do that anymore. I will honor and respect that clear signal. And I will await a clear signal to not hold back anymore. That's a healthy boundary for me because now I can't ever be disappointed or feel rejected because I will never again violate that person's boundary until they welcome my communication. So if that means that I will never speak to that person, then so be it, because I don't ever want to be in a relationship with somebody who I don't know if I can speak to them or not. That's an uncomfortable feeling. That's not a healthy place for me. So I'm out, right? That's what the Divine Feminine is doing here with her energy of I'm out. It's like, oh, I don't do withholding. Hi. I don't do that. I used to withhold, but now I don't. I say exactly how I feel. And if I have no way to say that to you, you can't hear it. If you offer me an opportunity to tell you because you want to hear it, I'll tell you. But without any way of hearing that, I will never communicate with you without your consent again. And that might mean we never communicate because you never offer your consent. And that might be how it is. But I will respect that. Divine Masculine, I do whatever it takes, or the Divine Masculine and Feminine together, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. This is being willing to do what you are asked to do by the Divine, trusting in your intuition and doing what you're called to do. When you get a ping, when you get an idea, you feel, oh, I pulled or called to do that thing, follow that intuition. But make sure that it's about your consciousness. Where are you being called to journey to? I'm actually going to read this one. This is Imrama, which is, I think, one of the Starseed collectives. 98. The Celtic word imrama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you are either being called on a soul journey or you are already on one. It could be a physical, ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and into the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is to journey to the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages in your future. If a physical voyage isn't possible, journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place. Or perhaps you're being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstances, your soul is ready to journey deep. That's funny because I'm reading, my mom found me this book, Caroline, which is like a revisiting of the Little House series, but from Laura's mother's perspective. And it's about them journeying to Wisconsin, or from Wisconsin. And that's the book I'm reading right now. So repeat this after me. May seeds of light long ago planted begin to rise. I am ready to remember ancient secrets from lands that my soul knows from times past. May I be held by the ancient lineages that my soul has served, and remember that I don't have to do it all alone. It's a powerful message for the two of you. And the final message, the final theme for this week, it is the Knight of Swords, or the Prince of Swords from the Thoth Tarot. So, Divine Feminine, that came out for you, which was, you promised that you would be honest with yourself, even if it hurt. I can't get it out right now, but it is here. There we go. And this message coming up, this is moving fast, moving in truth and integrity, following a plan of action. It's swift movement and swift motion. And it's also communication. And I'm feeling with Mercury in retrograde energy that we're currently in. It's, for me, the way I always picture Mercury in retrograde is, you know, those little cars that you had when you were little and you pulled them back like this and then they shot forward. That's how I always feel about retrograde energy. It's like this moment where things like, and then they sweep forward quickly and sweep you up in the energy that comes after, where things that were not flowing or things that were more difficult are suddenly moving fast. So I feel that is an energy that's coming up for you. I have made a vow to tune out divine timing messages that aren't about current energy. So if we're in Mercury retrograde and I'm talking about it, that's what I'm talking about, because that's the energy of this current reading that I'm doing. Although this is timeless, you may hear this at another point. But I have decided that I will not really tune into readers who give timing, hours, days, weeks, months, because I feel that I don't want to have the timing put into my mind. I want to have my journey be my own personal journey on my own personal timeline that doesn't reflect back what, you know, other people are projecting, because they are projecting a reality that I don't necessarily want to be true for me. I want what happens for me to be authentic to me personally. So I'm backing off from giving timing in my readings that aren't about current energy, such as if we were in a current moon cycle and it may have an effect on the current energy of the reading. Just to let you know. And if you are planning to ask time-based questions for the live TikToks, I am not planning to give time-based answers. I will, however, give you information. Like if you say, when is my person coming back? I will not be able to tell you when, but I will be able to tell you what you would need to shift or change within you to see a shift or change in your thought process. Because the moment that you change your thoughts about that person, that is when you can start to see motion either from that person towards you, or your mind shifting away from them in consciousness and being able to move towards someone else. So it's very important to me right now that I not emphasize timing for people, because I want them to be open to anything happening, to be open to miraculous healing, or a sudden swift turn or change of events. And I feel that that is difficult if in your mind you've decided that, oh, all twin flame unions are happening in the fall, or, oh, now there's the moon is, spinning around and kissing its own asshole. Like, just, it doesn't even matter at this point. If you feel astrology is relevant to your journey, it will be. If you feel that it's not, it's not. That's how I feel. That's what I think. That's what I'm basing my ideas on, like the quantum field and consciousness and being able to change your appearance and all the kinds of things that people can do with time shifting. I just don't buy into the idea that if a star is orbiting something at a certain time, that's the only time that the divine masculine can do anything. I also feel that divine timing is specific to each person, and it's not about there's a specific time in the future, because time isn't linear. For me, it's the time that it takes for you to overcome whatever is in front of you. So if it takes you 6 months to work through an addiction, to tarot readings, then your timeline took 6 months. But the person that got the same tarot reading the same day as you, they worked through their addiction to alcohol, and it took them more like 9 years. So their divine timing is so different from yours. And that's why I just don't think there's any benefit to giving timing and readings, and I'm not going to do it. So if you prefer that style of reading, that's what I'm going to try to stick to here. The only time I do it is if I feel really strongly I'm supposed to, and maybe that is what other people are. They need that. Maybe somebody needs that. You are the coolest, to be honest. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Do not feed compliments to the Leo. Just so you know. Don't throw compliments to the Leo. But I don't, yeah, I'm glad you agree with me. Because I started thinking about it. I have a reader who I love, 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 love. I feel like she gets it on a deep, deep level, but she is always basing everything on the astrological calendar. I've watched her for a year and a half, and it's been the same shit. It was August, then it was February, then it was the eclipse, then now it's June, then it's going to be the fall. And I'm just like, no, that doesn't make sense. To me, that is my own mind believing that there is something that is blocking this from happening, and I have to shift that. And it's not at all about when it's time for that to happen. And maybe I'm wrong, but I would rather be Pascal's wager, right? I would rather be wrong and not give people timing and accept them than give timing and have that be actually causing people to delay something that would happen sooner for them. It's like I can't hurt by not giving timing. Yeah, I'm a Pisces moon too, so I feel connected. I think, thank you, I deserve it. I think that yeah, my Pisces rising is strong in me. I just think it doesn't make sense. If time isn't linear, then why would we be giving linear time? Like, why would we be like, oh, it's gonna happen on Thursday? What the fuck? Why? What if you shifted tonight? Your whole idea. I mean, what's the mandala effect? Somebody just sent me this video about how Ed McMahon was not part of the prize patrol. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's like Berenstein Bears to me, man. Like, that is my reality, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I can't have misremembered that along with everybody in the universe who saw those freaking commercials every day in the 80s and 90s. Like, what do you mean? Anyway, yeah. So that's my thing, and I'm sticking to it. I hope some other readers, I do feel like readers get influenced by one another's decisions a lot of times, and I do hope some other readers will be influenced to stop giving timing as well, because I don't think there's a benefit to it, and I actually think it's kind of the part of divination that is questionable for me. You're welcome. Thanks everybody for being here. I'm really happy to be back in my schedule again. Oh, look at Bowie. She blends in with the bed over there. She's like, it's like find Bowie. You have to like circle her when you find her in the background. Also, I didn't make my bed. Cute. I forgot to make my bed. I'm in this place where I'm deciding, like, both of those beds are uncomfortable, but I'm like trying to decide maybe I'll sleep in this one instead of this one. And I'm like working it out. Meanwhile, I'm like, I want my queen size mattress I had to leave behind in Los Angeles at a dumpster. Like, fuck my life. All right, everybody. I will talk to you soon, and I will see you on those personal readings. I do have a couple for tomorrow. So if you're interested in getting one, you should probably book soon because they're filling up, which is great. But definitely, because this weekend is busy, if you're going to get a Tell Me Everything, I would try to book it for Saturday. That's going to be my day that I have the least amount of work. All right, everybody, take care. Have the best day. Bye.